it. So please welcome Tarek, Ziad.
Yeah. Turn the brightness up on my phone. Alright. So, because we're in like the Valentines thing, I figured I would try to tell 2 stories related to love. We'll see how the time goes. Anyway, first one. So, I was raised like most first-geners, like to not date anyone until college. According to my mother, my only love interests are my GPA and her. And so this romantic stifling resulted in some really fascinating things. While it did help me avoid like the weird middle school dating of like finally holding hands after 2 weeks, and then like when you kiss, your short attention span makes you forget that you were dating someone. You just go on with your life. But it also resulted in some really not great things, and so we throw back to elementary school. And the story that's about to be told is like not okay. Like I was a terrible person, as a preface. So I'm friends with this girl. Let's call her Stephanie because her name was Stephanie. I also was not friends with this guy whose name was Chris. He also didn't like me, so it was mutual. We were on the same page. But it turned out that Chris had a crush on Stephanie. And it wasn't like a secret thing. Like everyone, it was one of those things where like if you ever saw them together, you'd give them that look, like. You guys? But you'd never say anything out loud because that would be like blasphemous. But so I came up with the idea to where I would write a fake love letter to Stephanie as Chris to piss him off and to like get a good joke with my friend Stephanie. And so a lot of people stop me here and go, well, actually, like, you were probably just trying to express your feelings for Stephanie because you didn't know how to express your feelings because your mom didn't let you, and so you were just looking for some conduit where you would lack responsibility and you could just walk away from it free. And I mean, that's fair. It's like a fair, I mean, it's wrong. You couldn't be more off. But that's really fair. Thank you. So, in my mind, somehow I imagined myself walking away scotch-free from this, like Stephanie was gonna have a good laugh, Chris would be annoyed, we'd all just move on. That didn't happen. So parts of the poem, since I remember it from this scarring event, it starts, Stephanie, you are so beautiful, you make me full of love. When I see you, my heart yells Yahoo! Except I spelled it Yoo-hoo, like the drink. You are the cutest girl in Campbell Park Elementary. If you were a can of soup, I'd pick you from the pantry. I know, right? Put me in the word, like oye. But essentially, what happened, and again, like, this wasn't because I liked Stephanie. Like honestly, like 4th grade me could not have been more disgusted by girls. Like I think I genuinely thought that like a vagina was a penis that only came out at night. And like it just like horrified me. Like werewolves, I'm not sure. But eventually, what happened was Stephanie was embarrassed. Chris was embarrassed. My mother was very embarrassed, and I got a referral. And so, essentially, my mother decided she'd have a talk with me about how to express your feelings properly and to also never do it until college. So now we jump to this year. So someone in my family actually was able to find true love recently. It was my cat. And so now I have a kitten, and because a couple of months ago she found company in our neighbor's cat, who I call Gerald. Because I don't know his name and I don't talk to that neighbor. But if it were up to me, actually, my kitten, no matter how much I love them, would not exist because you should get your cats spayed or neutered because there are enough cats in the shelter. My father did not share this sentiment. I would preach to him about neutering and spaying, and he would go on and on about how we are raising our cat natural territory. If God wanted cats to be spayed, he would have spayed them himself. And so, of course, that was all bullshit, because we know he just wanted kittens to roll around with and act like a child. So the cat went unspayed. And I think she would have lasted longer, like not getting pregnant, had it not been for what he then did. He found out which one of our immediate neighbors had cats, and then decided to place our cat in their yard repeatedly so as to facilitate sexual relations. My dad pimped out our cat. And eventually she met Gerald, and they went on a couple dates, little excursions. They'd be gone for hours on end. And you could just see my dad looking out the window like he just invented like toilet paper or something. And eventually, yeah, she got pregnant, and they're still seeing each other, so it's really nice. But I feel like I'm less mad about the spaying and more mad about how long, like, she got like a hookup so quickly. Whereas like, here I am, like still trying to work up the courage to type the B for Bumble into the App Store. Thank you.